relationships. Can't live with them, can't live without them. They're difficult, but we all want one. We are looking for one, and we probably are in one or have been in one. So today's video is all about how to succeed in relationships, how to find truly happy and joy and have easy relationships, and how to really find fulfillment in them, to put simply. So hello, welcome to my channel. I am Jessica. I am a psychoanalyst and a wellness coach, and I talk in this channel about everything from spirituality to science to relationships. So please subscribe and please share this video and leave your comments and share with your friends. So relationships are that which is just so difficult, right? But we all are somehow, we're not just talking about romantic relationships, but we have your family, and we have all relationships are what gives us the most stress in life and makes us lose sleep at night. But today I'm going to be talking exclusively about relationships. So before we talk about relationships, I want to talk about life. Why do we live and what makes us go forward with life, right? So we all know that diamonds are made under pressure. The difference between a graphite and a diamond is the pressure it encounters itself in. Muscles, which I got none clearly, they're also made in the pressure under gym. You have to work hard and then go to the gym and lift some weights. So we can say, without extending this point for a long time, that humans, they grow in challenges. So humans, they have this light where they're growth, evolution. No matter what's your spiritual or philosophical stance in life, you want to do better, you want to grow, you want to be different, you want to expand, you want to pursue, right? You want a challenge. Even though you actually think you don't want a challenge, you actually are for a challenge. You're working, you want a promotion, you're taking care of your body. So we're always looking forward to challenge and growth. So because that's why we are here, to grow and evolve and challenge and grow through challenge, God has gave us relationships, and God has made sex so pleasurable that it's a reason why we want to be in relationship, and also why we want to procreate. So we need each other, because otherwise we wouldn't be in relationship, because let's face it, relationships are freaking complicated, right? So why relationships and why they're so complicated, and let me explain all of that to you. So, okay, let's say that, for example, I love chocolate cake, and then my partner also loves chocolate cake. For a while, that might be a great idea. But then over time, we're gonna grow bored, and it's gonna become flat, and it's gonna become uninteresting, because we are the same, right? So genetically speaking, for growth, for the evolution of the species and the whatever, we want to attract our opposites, like somebody who has a different DNA than us, but also psychological speaking, like the maxim, opposites attract, right? So if I like chocolate cake, but you really big on banana bread, now we have two different desserts, and that's how our life can go in a relationship, right? It becomes more fun. Also the maxim, spices are the key to life, or is that it? I don't know. But yes, the spices are variety, and just sort of variety is the spice of life. So that's what we want. We want variety, and we want these different things because it helps us grow. Why does it help us grow? Now we're gonna get a little bit into psychoanalysis. So another fun question that you can always ask at dinner parties is, would you date yourself? Great question for dinner parties. I don't think most of us want to date ourselves. Why? Because of the dramatic law of polarity. The polarity means plus and minus, right? Plus and minus in a battery, but there's polarity here, right? That's why this battery is attracted to this stand, right? And in life is like that. Where there's polarity, plus and minus, there's tension, and tension attracts. So I just want you to keep this in mind as we're gonna go deeper into why you're attracted to who you are attracted. Also, the Chinese theory of yin and yang, there's polarity. Well, in this case, there's duality. So duality, night and day, good and bad. The world as we know it has duality and it has polarity. So it's duality because it's complementary. So not only opposites attract, they complement, right? And Carl Jung, a famous psychiatrist, founder of Psychoanalysis, one of the founders and of many amazing theories, he developed this concept of Animus and animas. So anima. So anima is the feminine inside all of us, and animus is the masculine inside all of us. So just like the concept of yin and yang, which is Chinese, let's say this is the masculine, right? And for men, which are in the masculine polarity, they have inside of them feminine, animus. And women, which are in the feminine polarity, they have inside of them masculine, animus. So men and women, this could work for anything, but in this case, men and women, they attract and they complement, right? And they're in balance when they are where they are. But what does this mean for your relationship? Very simple. What it means to your relationship is that you want to understand this concept of polarity, of law of attraction, that you're gonna attract to your opposite. So it's like a lock and a key. There can only be one lock and it can only be two keys. You cannot do two keys, you cannot do two locks. I know some people try, but even, whatever, even if you're homosexual couple, there's still polarity. There's still somebody playing the role of the masculine energy and somebody playing the role of the feminine energy. So you wanna learn because you wanna stay in your lane. Right? So by staying in your lane, if I'm a woman, identify as a woman, what is my lane? The feminine energy, right? So if I am working too much, if I am stressed, if I am boss bitch, controlling, let me try to do this fucking thing and I'm gonna be on a masculine energy. And then there won't be polarity. It won't, doesn't stick because it's two energies and opposites. And they will repel each other. So first of all, to be successful in a relationship, you want to stay with the energy that you are. And same for men, same for women. So example, in a relationship, let's say you're dating somebody or you live with somebody. When you understand that the world is duality, there's night and day, and that's how it's meant to be. I understand I'm a woman, and I understand and I go study what are my qualities as a feminine woman. How can I be more of what I am, and there's different people to help you with that, right? I can help you with that. And if you're a man, you should read this book by Robert Glover, No More Mr. Nice Guy. Is a great book. But if you're a man, you also understand. But I understand that, okay, let's say I live with somebody, and of course we women are detail oriented. We like cleanliness and beauty and all of that, and then men, they don't know how to clean the sink, right? It's just a thing. Like, I've never seen a guy who can clean the sink. There is always food in the sink. It's just unbelievable. It doesn't matter what, so there's food in the sink. So if I'm in my masculine, I'm like, there's food in the sink, you're such an idiot, you don't know what you're doing, and all of that. Or if I'm not even cursing, even when I'm nagging, I'm like, food in the sink, look at the sink. There's these things. But when I'm understanding that men and women, they're different, because they are like literally and biologically speaking, they're different in many ways, such as men tend to have long vision, like for long term, also for distances because of hunting. So men, while they have this long vision, they tend to fail with their short vision. So that's why when they open the fridge, they can't see the ketchup that is like right there, because like they can't see it. Their vision it's for distance. Also, they cannot see the dirt in the sink. So as a feminine woman, I'm gonna understand that, and I am not gonna be nagging, because I understand that's how relationships work, and I understand that because of our differences, we are attracted to each other. I'm not gonna keep trying to turn the man into a woman, because the second I do that, and many people do that, the sex dies. And when the sex dies, your relationship will go right along with it. Also, men, I'm not gonna let you off the hook, right? If you are a man, go learn what's your job as a man. What does it mean to be a man? It means to be a leader. It means to take difficult decisions. It means to form structure, to provide, to create a safe container, right? So, example here, like what it does not mean, it doesn't mean that you are going to work a lot and then you're gonna come home and I'm tired, make me some food, or then you're like video game, vices, phone, whatever, right? Fantasy football, God bless fantasy football, but whatever. It doesn't mean that. A leader, a man is like, okay, wow, I need to eat my woman when I have a conversation. Woman, is it possible that you could cook for us Monday to Friday? You could, here's my card, like go buy groceries, order food, whatever. Can you take care of deciding what's for dinner? Because when I come home from work, I'm typically exhausted. So you know ahead the issue and you're taking precautions. Or if you don't have a lot of money, you can just, all right, because I don't have any more brain space during the week, on Sundays, why don't we meal prep? Why don't we decide what's for dinner? Why don't we make a calendar? That's taking leadership. That's you directing. You know the problem and you're like, okay, let's fix it. And then you can lead the woman into doing what she wants to do, which is to, maybe she doesn't like cooking, but maybe she can be in charge of deciding what's for dinner, but you've directed her and then she's happy, she feels safe, she's like following, you're the leader and all of that. So the main thing here is understanding the law of polarity, is understanding masculine and feminine and being in balance with your feminine. So inside of us, there is masculine, and we can use that masculine when it's needed. Sometimes we need a little masculine. And inside every man, there's a little feminine. And sometimes you need a little feminine. Like yesterday, this very important political figure got murdered, Charlie Kirk. And regardless what you think, if you didn't feel sad for him, you're just like, where is your feminine? Where is that as a man? Like, oh, wow, like feeling for a father of a family who got murdered. So a lot of men, they are blocked from this feminine side, or they are just like the brain, they are completely in imbalance. Either they're completely blocked from their emotions, from feeling their feelings, which is helpful for a relationship, because you need it, or they are too feminine. So, and the same for women. Either they are too masculine, feminist, I don't need anyone, I'm by myself and I'm great, or they are too feminine, right? But if I am too masculine, remember, law of polarity, I am going to attract a feminine man. That's just how life is. And if you're a man, if you're too masculine, if you're too like on the spectrum of like macho man and you don't understand that you still have a little bit of feminine in you as a man, you're gonna attract a woman who's completely like careless, lazy, maybe she's a gold digger and all of that. So basically opposites attract. But here's the caveat, the same also attracts. Like attracts like. Oh my God, blowing my mind. I don't know what you're saying, making zero sense. So there's another principle, which is the principle of similarity. So the principle of similarity, meaning that like attracts like. But what does that mean for relationships? It means that if I am, and I'm just saying this because the biggest complaint I hear is men suck and women suck. So here's my point. If you're saying men suck, likely you suck too, right? Because not everyone suck, and you're gonna attract what you are in your deepest core of yourself. How does that work? So you're gonna attract what you are in terms of values, in terms of what you want in life, where you're going, maybe beliefs on God, direction, but mainly values. So structurally speaking, you're the same. So if you're single and you're not finding what you want, maybe it's a blessing. Maybe you don't want to find what you want right now, because if you went to find what you want, you would get what you are right now, and you don't want that. You want to improve. So if you're single, go be the best fucking person you can be as a single person. Go work on yourself, go to therapy, go exercise, go learn how to cook, go fucking learn organization skills. When you're ready, you're gonna attract that. But you're also gonna attract somebody who's your opposite, because structurally you're the same because of the principle of similarity. You have the same values, but at the surface you are the opposite because of polarity and how that creates chemistry and tension. Think of both of you being trees. You are rooted in the same ground, but you are two different trees. Think of houses. You are with the same structure, right? You are the same house, but one decorates one bedroom one way and the other another way. Okay, so what does it mean? you're structurally the same. You're gonna attract somebody who has the same values as you, who's going in the same direction, but in the surface, they're gonna be your opposite. Why? Because what I was saying in the beginning, because of challenge and growth. And that is Carl Jung again with its theory of the shadow. We all have a shadow. A shadow is our unconscious, is our biggest fears or insecurities. All our shit is our shadow. So we cannot see our shadow the same way that I cannot see myself without a mirror. So relationships are our mirrors. Relationships are the ways that we find ourselves, that we see ourselves. That's why we are attracted to the opposite. But I am attracted to the opposite because you being what I'm not on the surface is gonna help me integrate that into my being. So extrovert, introvert. Two extroverts is like party all the time, travel all the time. I need some grounding. I need some silence and peace. Two introverts, they're gonna be completely. So it's beautiful how two people who want marriage, want a family, they share the same values, they have the same beliefs on God and all. Structurally, they're the same, but then personality-wise, they're opposite and complementary. So in that way, you being what I'm not is gonna help me to see the darkest parts of myself, to understand myself, and to integrate in order to grow and evolve. So that is the principle of shadows. So just to really sink this in, all relationships that are long lasting are going to be with your opposite, for the principle that you need to grow and integrate that opposite in you, and the other person is a mirror of you. So when you have that in mind, along with the principle of polarity, you're no longer gonna be nagging or expecting your partner to be something that he or she is not, because you're no longer expecting to turn them into you. Like I said earlier, would you really date yourself? So you're just appreciating your partner and you're just thankful, wow, I found somebody similarly to me in terms of values, but they have all this other stuff which I don't have, and how can I integrate that into my life? How can I be a little bit more like them? They are a gift for your evolution and your personal growth, and you're just gonna learn to appreciate them for who they are and integrate. So both of you are like cars. You are going in different cars, but you are on the same road. So you're going to the same place. That's your similarity. Those are your values. But you're traveling differently. Maybe you are even, one is traveling by horse and the other is traveling by car. But you are both going. So don't try to make the other you. If they want to speed, cool. If you want to go slow, okay. What about maybe the one going so slow need to go a little faster. Maybe the one needing going a little faster needs to slow down. Me, clearly. So that's the beauty of relationships. So they are literally a gift for us, for evolution. They are difficult, but I feel like once you understand these principles, they shouldn't be that difficult anymore. So to exemplify why what I'm saying is important, and of course, I'm going to speak about my experience, and everybody needs to have their own experience. All I'm trying to hear is to avoid that you go through as much pain as I did when I didn't know this. So when I didn't know this, I was an immigrant, so I moved to this country when I was 18, and I'm in survival. I am in my masculine because I have no family, no one here. So not only I need a visa, I need to make money, I need to study, I need to like do my job and all these things that everyone does, plus all this other shit. Like I had to do my taxes when I was 18 and learn how to drive and how to, like, actually the other day my boyfriend was like, I don't know how to change a tire. I'm like, how do you not know how to change a tire? You know, like I've been changing. Anyways, point is that I was in my masculine and I was survival, and then I got married. I got married to a wonderful, wonderful man. Like he couldn't be more perfect of a man. He had all the qualities. And in the beginning, I saw them. But you know, I didn't have a coach. I had it, but I didn't have a coach or a therapist that told me this. And that's why this is so important. I was still in my masculine. When I got married, it was the time to allow him to take leadership, to surrender, to calm the fuck down, to let go, to trust that I chose him. He is that man, and he is the leader, or was the leader of our family. And instead of me trusting him, surrendering to him, doing activities that would put me more in my feminine. I kept on being that masculine survival mode, and I nagged the shit out of the guy. I mean, everything that he did was wrong and incorrect, and he could never just win, basically. Over time, it happened exactly what I told you. Initially, there was that polarity. Initially, it's always like that. Man is making plans, man is booking travel, man is making decisions, and then sooner into relationships, women, I don't know what happens to some of us, that we want to be the man. So that happened to me, and I just kind of like took control, and I was like, this is another project, and I didn't understand. Honestly, no one told me about this concept, and I became a man. Like, I wasn't fucking him in the ass, but in every other way of the word, I was in the masculine energy, and of course, then he became in the feminine energy, because like, oh, she's doing everything, and a lot of time guys, they'll like that at first, and then of course the sexual energy just dies off, and I divorce. So here's why I'm making this video for you today. So please leave your comments and questions in the comments, and share this video with your single friends, with your married friends. Thank you for watching.